Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And we are here for a Studs Up show. We'll be discussing today, is Cristiano Ronaldo in the decline or is just media speculation? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Man United Agenda. And yes, it's been a week, but I am back. As always, big up TalkMU.
Yo.
Mr. B. And on Monday, how are we guys doing today?
Better that you're back. It's been a way deserting us like that, man. You know, we haven't been the same. I mean, we just struggled to get by.
Oh,
you know,
God.
Total, you guys... total disarray,
Oh,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I should go away more often.
Did you enjoy yourself? That's the main thing. Did you have fun?
Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys at all. Yeah, where I was staying, I was probably at the highest part, like the highest mountain in Britain. I was freezing my Rasta Farinane off. But it was a good holiday. It was a good holiday. And I've sent you that. I sent you a little quick video on Monday of the wind, the volume of the wind where we were standing. Yeah. It was ridiculous. We were getting blown away. But listen, I'm back safe, and that's the main thing.
Of course. I mean, going to the Welsh mountains and all that kind of thing, it seems nice. But this time of year, I don't know if that's advisable. We had, I don't know, were you around for our windstorm in London? We had like a...
Oh, yes, I was here, yeah.
Oh, you're there? Okay, so you've gone from that wind to like worse wind.
Oh, believe you me.
But welcome back. Honestly, welcome back. Yeah. It's not the same.
Big up, guys. No, you guys did fantastically well. But I've got to admit, though, where I was staying, the reception was terrible. So I weren't able to catch all the shows until sort of part of today. I've still got a few more shows to catch up with. But so far, so good.
We didn't miss all the daytime phone calls. Don't worry, man. It was fine.
Oh, come on, man. You didn't miss it. Oh.
Mr. B, do you want to tell people out there what you're talking about here?
Every day we get a phone call from Solo and WhatsApp group. I'm going to be 5 minutes. We're an hour. And he still hasn't finished. On Monday says I got to go. I say I got to go. Talk says he got to go. And then 2 hours later, he's phoning us back again.
You say something about an hour, yeah? But half an hour of that call is him being on hold, talking to his staff at work.
Yeah.
Oh. Serving customers.
Guys, it's absolutely brilliant to be back as well. Catching up with you guys. Big up, Emily. Welcome to the channel. Haven't seen you before. Big up, welcome.
Hola.
Hola.
Guys, huge topic today of conversation, and it's our boy himself, the hero, the GOAT himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. It has emerged in reports that Cristiano Ronaldo has just scored 1 goal in his last 10 outings. Obviously, we know that's true. He's only scored 1 goal in his last 10 outings. According to a recent report, the Portuguese megastar poor form has risen major concern with boss Ralph Rangnick. So, guys, is this a decline in Ronaldo, or is it a fact of the team unity? The team's not playing well, and obviously Ronaldo doesn't seem like the player he is. There was certain speculation as well against Watford where he went down and he was sort of like, seemed like his pant is breathing heavily. And reports came out to say that loads of fans actually was having a dig at him to say that basically his legs ain't what it used to be. So let's kickstart first with let's go to work it around this way, make it nice. Mr. B, I'm putting you on the spot. Let's go to Mr. B. Mr. B, true reports, or is it a reflection of the whole team?
I think it's a reflection of the whole team, but when you delve into a couple of things, I suppose it depends on how or what you want Ronaldo to be in your team. You can have stats that will take you, we need him in the team, his last minute goals, etc. I mean, look, without him, we wouldn't be in the Champions League, let's be honest. But then you can look at it another way on the defensive side, and there's a whole load of stats that take him another way. So, you know, if we were more of a possession-based team? Would it be better for us? Who knows? If we didn't lose the ball so much, would it benefit him in regards to our structure? Maybe. So I think there's a lot of it. You can go either way on it. So I mean, I'm on the fence like you, Solo, at the moment. but yeah,
the Splinter Man. Yeah, the Splinter Man. That's my new nickname, by the way. Not Solo, the Splinter Man.
You know, I've got stats that can take it both ways. So look, as the show goes, then I can drop little bits and pieces here and little bits and pieces there. So, you know, I don't have an opinion. I think I want to see if people's minds can be changed. You know, you might be coming into this today thinking, nailed on, he's not the issue. You hear something, it might change your mind. So maybe that's what I was trying to do today. Try to get in your heads a bit.
The voices in your head. Let's go and kickstart it then with OMONDI. Stories, are they a true reflection of Ronaldo in decline, or is it a case of the system or the style of football that the manager wants us to play isn't suiting him? Because you got to remember, when he was at Juventus, it's almost like they built a team around him whilst he was at Juventus. Also, you got to remember as well, at Real Madrid, it's the same situation for Real Madrid, where they almost built the team to suit his style of football.
There's so many variables, so many factors in answering this question. Let's be clear about this, guys, and the people watching the show as well. There's a claim saying Ronaldo is not the man he used to be. Okay, so we have to check that, and he's not playing as good as he used to. Now, you can say that. I want to see people can say that by watching eye test, or they can go and just check stats. What Mr. B's got, and I've got some of the stats as well. I'm sure Talk's got some
I'm
stats.
waiting for those stats to come out, because that's when I think the show will open up. It will open up. I also
got eye test, and I'm watching the guy play as well. So there's you got to balance the two, because you can have stats to say performance is really poor. It's like we could have a stat, only one person would watch this show when his show would be outstanding, for example. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those stats don't always represent the quality of what we have, you know? And clearly we never have one person watching. We always have more than that. But anyway, my point is this. Ronaldo, he's got, 8 million Instagram followers. He's the talk of the town. Everyone talks about How
much did you say? 8 million? 8 million? No.
80 million.
No.
800 million.
300 million.
Wow. Okay, well, I said 8 million. That's so he's the most talked about person in town. Now, he's come to a club. He's come back to Manchester United after going on a world tour and a killing spree. Okay, when I say killing spree, I think it started in 2008 for Man United. 2009, he started scoring goals. Like, wow, where's his goals coming from? Goals per game. And then he went to Real Madrid, and he's scoring 31, 26, 40, 46, 34, 31, 45, 35. I mean, these are goals a season, and it's outstanding. At Juve now, he's gone to Juve. So, and the goals have gone from 20 down from 26 last season at Real Madrid to 21 first season at Juve, and last season and 31 second season at Juve, and his final season at Juve he scored 29. So now at the moment he scored 9 at Man United in 20 games. So is he going to decline in that much? I mean, I don't think so. Is he less the player, half the player than he was based on goals? I don't think so. Watching him play, I think he's lost a bit of a yard of pace, but he's got to change his game. He's more of a striker now, a box in a box sort of player now. So that's what you want to provide for him. So when you said, Solo, about how you got to serve him up correctly, and I think the team has to get the best out of him, you have to serve him up correctly. Now, I've got other stats. Do you mind if I quickly just bust up these stats?
You can hit some. Yeah, of course you can.
It's about the pressing. Everyone says, pressing. Because everyone's an expert now these days. Everyone talks about, rather than eye test, everyone talks about press stats and all this kind of thing. Oh, the pressing stats. Like they know what they're talking about. You don't know jack, people. Really and truly. Really. You don't know press. It's about intelligent pressing. Now, granted, let's look at these presses. These are presses by the top 5 leagues in Europe. And they say Dennis from Watford and Jota do 20 plus presses a game. Okay? So they're closing down a lot, that sort of thing. And then you come down to Salah and Mane, and they got 13. So when you look at Liverpool, they got Jota, Salah, and Mane all in the top 10, And you can see the results of that. They're pressing a lot. That's their style of play. And they think they've got the right players for that sort of system. Okay. So you're thinking, all right, wow, maybe Ronaldo's at the bottom of this list. So maybe it's because of his age. No, but this is where stats don't stand up. Because okay, maybe it's age. But then you look at Benzema. So Ronaldo's got 6 or something presses a game. Benzema's got 9. Haaland's got 12. Lewandowski, who's 33, 34, he's got 8. Okay. Here's the one for you. Paris Saint-Germain. Mbappe, the guy they think is the next superstar. He's only got 7 presses a game. That's only 1 more than Ronaldo. And he's young and fresh. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think it comes down to the system of play. It's not to do, don't think it's anything to do with age or anything like that. You just got to benefit. We're at Man United now. We have to get the best out of the players that we have. And I think that's what Ralph's trying to do. So those factors have to come out of it now. It doesn't even matter anymore, you know? So we can go on. We're going to talk through the show, but you have to balance the eye test and the stats. Stats don't always stand up to things. I think Ronaldo in the box, in 6-yard box, he's a great finisher. But asking him to beat Premiership defenders for pace and that kind of thing, maybe it's not going to happen. Hitting the balls into the channels for him, or I don't think that's going to happen. We got to feed him the correct way, and that's what we're trying to do. So to get the best out of Ronaldo and to improve these stats, which he wants, because the other day he was talking about having 2 players up front maybe to benefit him. I think we need to check the system, needs to adapt a little bit, tweak it a little bit, and then we start serving him up. Like I keep saying, passes across the 6-yard box, tap-ins, those sort of goals.
Yeah. And then talk before we kickstart it and get into it, because I know Mr. B's got a lot of stats here. Mr. B's got it, but on Monday seems like he's more worried about the eye tests rather than looking at the whole stat, because you got to remember with these guys as well, they wear these like body thing around them to basically give you a level of performance as well, which
like a heat map.
Yeah. But again, I think we'll leave it because I think the Talk's got a few surprises for us, so I don't want to get involved with his surprise. So, Talk, Ronaldo, past it or keep? What is it? Bench, keep, or sell?
Well, it's a very interesting conversation around this guy, and I mean, I'm going to put up a little graphic, and then we'll talk about it as we. If you can take that comment down for me, please. There we go. Okie. So, as you look at this, the green dots, they're the goals. The purple are shots that have been blocked. Red inside the box is missed shots. Red outside the box is free kicks missed. Yellow is hit the post, and blue shots are saved. So, if you look at that, I mean, there's about 22 missed shots from inside the box. That's missed. 22. 19 shots saved. So how many goals does that add up to? You add those two together. That's a lot of goals. So we talk about, we do know us. We've been watching the games. We've seen him. He's taking shots on. He's missed. Put it wide, over the bar, straight at the keeper, whatever. But for me, I'm in OMONDI's camp, to be fair, because, you know, Gandalf himself can't score against the brick wall. And that's what we come up against most of the time. If you look at us as a team, you know, when we do the counter-attack where teams commit and we get in behind easily with no obstacles, the goals are just flying. We'll put the goals in. But it's always been, I mean, if you look at just before we signed Ronaldo, the season before, we weren't even short of goals. We were like second top scorers in that season, in the 2020 season. Also, we were in our Champions League group for that season. We were the top scorers for that group, so goals weren't an issue. So when we brought him in, you know, it is exactly what Monday says. Our style of play, the approach, you know, it's too. I mean, as we know, our problem is creating attacking moves that can kind of not just get in behind teams, but overwhelm a team. In terms of, remember when we used to do that as a team? We would overwhelm a team that would sit back on us in terms of we would shot, bang, bump, ball hunted down, recovered, recycled, again, go again, keep going, pop, shot after shot after shot after shot. And eventually, bang, we get the goal. You know, and then have another opportunity and we'd go back again. Then, bam, we get another goal. So,
bam,
for me, bam, pop.
I love the sound effects. It's like Batman. Adam West Batman. Pow!
I know. You know what? On Monday, well, you just give me an idea for the next show, bro. I'm doing that.
A new graphic. Yeah. Pow!
Pow!
Yeah, Yeah. And,
You remember back in
know,
the days, you know, the thing is snap, crackle, and pop, innit?
Yes. listen to your Rice Krispies. I always used to try and plug my headphone into the bowl, but it never worked. But the thing here, yeah, I mean, you know, look, we know as a club, as a team, you know, it's the quality of the service the guy's getting. It's the intensity of the game is not there. Sometimes, like the Leeds game, it was there. That fight, that spirit, that energy. You know, and for me, I'm baffled as to why we overthink it. We make the game so complicated for ourselves when we don't need to. You just, you know, all we got to do as a team, in my opinion, is just stick to that one method that is paying dividends for us, which is being that more aggressive, more energetic team, so that we can get the ball in the danger areas more, you know, more often for our forward players, and in doing so, a lot of the time, you know, we can create actually better opportunities if we are not giving teams time to settle. That's what we do. The team will come forward, we work hard, we get the ball back, and then we go, right, okay, right, now let's build it up again now. And then the team, the opposition just go, oh, okay, then we're just going to go and sit back into our shape now and block you out. And then that's where we're then hitting our heads against the brick wall, as we've seen time and time again during watch longs, Mr. B. You know, that slow, languid. Oh, is there a pass? Yeah, of course there's a pass, because me and Mr. B can see it, and we're not even pros. So pass the ball, but no, it goes sideways and backwards, and we pull our hair out. I mean, I'm bald as a coot, I'll tell you that. But I mean, yeah, that's my kind of angle on it. So for me, I just think he's not. I don't think he's not past it. He's, of course, he's aged. You know, there are limitations to his stamina and ability during the game. That's just a natural occurrence in your body as you age. But I don't think he's holding us back, if I'm honest.
So with that going, you don't think he's holding us back? Obviously, Ronaldo, to be honest with you, one of my all-time favorites, GOAT as I call him. Not a lot of people agree with it. OMONDI doesn't agree with the greatest player of all time, but you know, but looking at it, say right, and this is only bringing out what the social media and the actual media is bringing out at the moment. Ronaldo costs us a week 550k a week, right? What could we go out and get for that? Could we probably gone out there, and I know Box also put a comment in Jota. We missed out on Jota for like, is it 7 million Liverpool paid for him or something like that? I can't remember exactly how much Liverpool paid for him.
Not 7 million.
Was it? I can't remember.
It's like me saying 8 million Instagram subscribers. It's more like
it's gonna have add-ons. It's gonna have add-ons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. But
can I just say, Solo? Can I just say something in what you're going to say here? Quickly, just interject with. But is Jota going to sell the same amount of shirts as Ronaldo?
But the thing is, I don't really care about shirt sale. I don't buy no shirts.
But that's what
from
the club do.
That's the thing.
That's what's paying his wages.
Shirts. I buy nothing from the Glazers. Full stop. So for me, I'd rather us win a trophy than paying someone 500k a week. That's me.
Yeah, but hold on. Last season, he scored 29 goals in 31 games.
Yeah,
that's
but last season, you had an injured Rashford scoring 22, 23 goals.
Injured Rashford?
Yeah, he was injured.
Scored 23 goals.
Yes, was injured half last season.
I don't think he scored 20 goals plus.
Yeah,
Rashford scored 23 goals last season.
In all competition.
I don't think so.
Look it
up. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I'm just saying I'm not for sure, but I don't think he scored.
Yeah, Rashford did. Yeah. No, and I'm pretty certain Bath time and them will have me in the thingy. He scored.
Check that out.
Yeah, he scored. Yeah, go check it out. Yeah. When you're ready, Mr.
So your claim is last season Rashford scored 23 goals.
23 plus.
I don't think he scored more than 20 goals last season. But I could be wrong. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm surprised by that.
In all competition.
Okay.
In all
competition. Can I just say, going back to that beautiful graphic that TalkMU put up, it shows because like when we watch Ronaldo in his pomp when he's winning Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, that kind of thing, he was scoring goals coming in from the outside the box. Boom. You know, here we go. Pow, boom. I'm loving this vibe now. This Adam West vibe. So he's scoring goals from outside the box. He was scoring free kicks. He was scoring penalties. You know, these all add up. I remember Andy Cole. He never took a penalty in his life, but he's still good at getting goals, you know? So it's hard to really judge. I think now he's a fox in a box guy. He doesn't score from outside the box anymore. But I would have expected him to score at least 2-3 free kicks this season. I would have expected him. Is he on penalties or is it Bruno now?
No, he's on penalties. He's on penalties.
Oh, he's on penalties.
Yeah,
okay, so a few of his goals are obviously penalties as well. So you take that away, and then you start looking and say, well, maybe he's not great numbers. I mean, how can you drop so bad from 30? His last 2 seasons, 31, 29, and now he's on 9. And like half of them are penalties, say, you know? So it must be, I mean, we're in the camp where it must be either he's declined that much or he's come to a club which is not as good as Juve, not as good as Real Madrid. And maybe I think that's half of it.
I think you bang on there, Amonde. And if you go back and maybe go watch some of the goals that he scored in that season, all those goals, because it will be somewhere on YouTube, and have a look at the how he receives the ball, where he receives the ball, the quality of the passes, etc. Bam, it'll be totally different to what we're seeing in the Premier League. Because as we know, we're not blind to the differences in the Premier League to La Liga and Serie A. Definitely not. We understand that there is a difference. However, there is still, there's just always still going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Can't think of a word. Well, anyway, going back to the Premier League stuff, yeah. There's from our point of view, it's what he's receiving from the rest of the team. It's just not good enough in terms of.
But sorry, talking you to interject. But if you look at the chances created, stats wise, in the last 3-4 games, it's going nearly 100 or plus. Going back to like 3 or 4 games ago, they were talking about 75 in 3 games. So since then, I'm sure we've created like enough chances each game. So it just seems that we're trying to get this formula right, but we're not finishing our dinner. We're scoring 1 goal, 2 goals, 4 goals against Leeds, but who doesn't? And we're not really capitalising on our play.
Well, that's the thing, is that it's that low block, and what I was talking about earlier about the being able to kind of overwhelm a low block in order. Because that's where our problem lies, is retaining the ball from in good areas of the pitch, from good positions of pressure. We tend to lose the ball so easily, and everything collapses. We talked many times about our attacking shape just collapsing like a house of cards when a team comes at us, and it just all goes whoosh. And I think that a lot of the problems lie in that actual fact that we actually do that. We don't trust ourselves and trust our. I remember I saying about when Ollie was in charge. I remember I saying even on a stream or two that Ollie needs to stop worrying about what's going on behind us and start concentrating more on what we've got going forward. In other words, so what if a team's going to threaten us behind? So what? We have to be more braver and more aggressive going forward to get to get more goals in for us. Because if we concentrate on trying to keep them blocked out and just let everything collapse back, but always having to go right, let's heave ourselves back up the pitch again. And it's just
talking you. The reason why Ollie got sacked is because of that philosophy. Oh, let's attack. We got to focus on our attack, that sort of thing. Look what happened against Liverpool. Look at all those early games. We were getting
game, no.
It was. I remember a game against Wolves early in the season. They kept raiding on us. It was like, what the hell's going on here? You talk about collapse. The whole shape was collapsed. Back then. I think we've instilled. I think we've instilled a bit more.
Can I say something though? Stability-wise, defensive-wise, I can see us in a better defensive sort of setup than before. The only issue is the final third. That is the biggest problem. It's absolutely a huge problem right now in the final third, where it seems like we can't get the goals. But on here, we're trying to say is it because of Ronaldo? I think that it's a team thing. It's a morale within the team, within the camp, where guys can't. Because again, I watched a little bit of the game against Watford. Elanga had a perfect chance. He could have buried it. Paul Pogba had a few chances. He could have buried it as well. So with it, my only problem with the whole Ronaldo situation is, and again, I will quote it, this is media speculation, but if I was to be open and honest with it, is it a situation where he was going to go Man City and the Glazers thought to themselves, right, we can't let him go because the club right now is in turmoil anyway at Man United, so they can't even, run a piss up in a brewery, to be fair. But for me, they got him, they brought him back, but money could have been spent better. That's all I'm saying. Yes, they got the money back from the shirt sale. I understand that. But as a Man United fan, for me, I want trophies. I just watched the idiots down the road. They just won a trophy yesterday. To me, that's 3 handles, but it's still a trophy. We ain't going to win one of those this season. And that's a
No.
concerning thing as a Man United fan is. It seems
Listen.
like now they've gone to be the most successful. Ferguson said, we want to knock them off their perch. We knocked them off their perch. Now
Yeah.
they're knocking us off our perch. And it's going to be long jeopardy right now with us. And is it a problem now where Ronaldo is considering his future? Because I hate to see a player like him, his name get tarnished, just like Solskjaer's name got tarnished horribly by, loads of fans after the great stuff he's done at Man United as a player. And then for him to go in as a coach and wasn't backed. Now, Ronaldo...
He shut up. He wasn't backed. He was backed. Ollie was on us. As a coach, Ollie was on us. Come on, don't. He didn't have tactically. He didn't have a fucking clue, bruv. Let's not sit here and pretend. We've now got a manager who knows exactly what he wants to do, exactly what he's talking about. So at the moment, Ronaldo's form, because this is what we came on the show to talk about, he's scoring 1 in 10. Now, if you look at that as a percentage as a striker, then he's getting the chances. He's not converting the chances. Is that down to age? Is that down to lack of ability? Because at the moment I'm hearing, he might be a little bit slower. He's still getting the chances and he's still getting the opportunities to score. All right, Saturday he was unlucky, he hit the post, but it was still a miss. So this is where we're saying, is his decision making? Is it that millisecond slower now, which we understand he would be, but is it affecting us as a team? If we had another striker in those positions, would our goal ratio be better?
I'm going to sit there. I'm going to say possibility, because the pace, it's hard. It's very difficult, because when you look at the play, go on.
You've actually got the graphic up here. I mean, he's only scored against Brighton. Let's be honest. If you're looking at that as a striker, is that down to the club? We're good at flogging things to death. We want to get the last ounce of everything out of him, and I think we're sucking the living shit out of him. His strike partner Cavani, who we all hoped would be sharing the load, isn't doing nothing. Cavani says he don't want to play because he's got a sore groin, but he can go and watch the Colombian my girl, whoever she was the other day. Stay in your yard if your balls are hurting. You know what I mean? I don't get the right now. Ronaldo is having to carry the team on his own. We don't have enough. We got 2 strikers at the club. Combined of 187. Now, it's not helping our situation. It's not helping our situation that one of them doesn't want to play. So whereas Ronaldo could maybe or should at his age be given a rest, he can't be rested. He doesn't want to rest. We understand that. But you as a coach, you know that he cannot possibly keep on going. You know what I mean? Game after game after game after game, 90 minutes. So we're mismanaging him as a club because we've got, not saying selfish players, because Cavani doesn't strike me as a selfish player on the pitch, but I don't think he's pushing him. So I don't know the man. But the fact that every time you talk to Ralph, he said he's not available to play. Yeah. He's not available to train. We're paying this man 200 grand a week.
Yeah. But Mr. B, with it, obviously, like, if we're talking about Ronaldo and we're saying about, obviously, he's playing week in, week out, on the wages, he will be playing week in, week out. But as a club, if we could manage him better, couldn't we play? Like, obviously, Rashford is having a stinker season, so we've got to be open and honest with that. He ain't been having a good season. Whether or not it's form or what it is, I have no idea. But couldn't we play Jadon Sancho as the false number 9?
In what system?
What formation are we playing?
In what system? We're not going to change the system and just
No, the reason I'm asking the question. Hold on, sorry. Can we? I was trying to move that comment because I can't see Mr. B. Yeah, someone box comment there. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah. So what I was thinking, what I was saying, because obviously, like you're going back with the Cavani situation, and it seems, to be honest with you, on field, look like Cavani is all up for it. He's like well up for it. He put his body on the line or whatever. With Ronaldo at the moment, it seems like with him, he's trying and he might be trying too hard, and that's why he's not getting these goals. But having obviously, no, Mr. On Monday, I agree. Okay,
No, I'm listening. I'm listening. Sorry.
So having both, obviously, like we're saying, Cavani, we don't know what the situation is, whether or not you want to play for Man United, or doesn't want to play for Man United. Number one. Number two, we've got Ronaldo, who seems like has to start week in, week out. Is there a way we could probably change the system up to then play Jadon Sancho, or even put Rashford up top?
I said that, and you look like I said about playing Rashford up top, and you look laughed at me. So
I wouldn't laugh at you. I would have had it. I would have had you with Rashford.
You've been away all week, innit? So yeah, I already made this suggestion last week, and I got poo-pooed and laughed out of town because Rashford said thing. So the fact that the formation change, I'll be honest, the formation works. We are creating chances, and we're
just
not
the final third.
Not saying we're not conceding. Yeah, we're not burying them. So I don't think it's a formation thing. If Ronaldo was scoring 50% of what he's been missing, we wouldn't be talking. We wouldn't be having an issue about his age.
Yeah, it's true. But before we're going to stop there for a little bit.
Hold on, can I just interject quickly?
Eject.
Go right back. Just rewind.
My selector. Before you rewind, you're 8 in the chat, guys. Only 26 likes. Can we hit that? Get about 30 likes before we come off, please, guys.
Solo, could you just rewind them? What did you say about Marcus Rashford before? I
said to him, why can't play Rashford up top?
No.
How much goals did he score?
I said about 22, 23 goals last season.
In
23 in all competition.
In the 2020-21 season, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so he scored 11 goals in the Premier League in that season. Where did the rest come from?
What did we play in the take him to the final Europa League last season?
I don't know, but that's a lot of goals, Solo.
Huh?
That's a lot of goals.
I've checked the stat. He scored 21 goals. I've just checked it in all competition.
When did he score 21 goals?
I'm not so sure, man. I don't know.
Marcus Rashford, what season we're looking at?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. But anyway,
2021.
But
pardon?
It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. But it does
20
matter.
to 21 season.
Can I just say something here? Everyone press the like button for starters. But Ronaldo is our best striker, no doubt. No doubt about that. Whether reason he's not scoring the goals, I think it's about the team. Nothing to do with him, really.
Can I wait before we go on Monday? Did we get knocked out?
Those games that he put up, the 10 games he's going to score one game. He's a big game player. We got a big month coming up. We are going to be begging for Ronaldo to score. And I guarantee, just like he did in getting us qualified to the knockout rounds of the Champions League, he will be stepping up and getting some goals in these games because we need him. 21 goals, 56 for Rashford last season. Wow.
Can I just say quickly? Thank you, Bath Time. Did we get knocked out of the Champions League last season?
Yeah.
Yes. How many goals did he score in Champions League?
6.
Yep. How many goals did he score in the Europa League?
I don't know.
There you go. Bath Time just get answered for you.
Yeah, but that was in 57 games.
That's what
but I'm saying last season, he scored 23 plus goals, I said last season.
All right. So in 38 games in the Premiership, he scored 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm talking all round. I didn't say in the Premier League. I said in all
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I questioned it because I wasn't sure. But if that's the fact, that's a fact. I accept that. But I'm just saying, I don't think Rashford can score headers in the box. I don't think he's a better finisher.
But last season, the thing is, that's what I'm trying to say, though. Last season, he scored the goals last season.
Oh, that's fair enough. But he's playing off the left last season.
Different position.
We still got the same shape. We still got similar shape. Why can't he be scoring those goals from the left like he did last season? Because he's on poor form, like you just said earlier.
Yeah, he's on poor form.
I think we've always needed a striker, someone who could head the ball, someone who can bury it in the box. And I think getting Ronaldo with his goal record for the last 5-10 years be outstanding. I just think we need to utilize it much better than we are at the moment. And I think the goals will come. Look, he needs to get double figures. He needs to get 20 plus goals this season. And I think by the end of the season, I think we will be looking at that. I think he's going to go on a run now and start scoring goals, especially against these big teams. Starting on this weekend against Man City, he will be chomping at the bit to get a goal or two.
I just want to add to what Amondi was saying there. And if you look at it, the purple dots are shots that have been blocked, which obviously goes to back what I was saying about us not being able to overwhelm a low block and create real openings with clear-cut chances. That shots blocked from that close in tells you the story. So and that's
but we're getting shots off in. I don't mind that when the low block is when you're shooting from outside the box. We're shooting inside the box. I don't mind that. If they stop it or put their foot inside in front of the ball or make a great save, I don't mind that. That's okay because, like you said, if you add up all the shots and the numbers there, he would have a hat full of goals.
Yeah. Right, guys. Let's get to some of the comments. We need to get some comments. We've got loads of comments in the building. So, right, if you're watching for the first time, please like, please share, please subscribe. If you are subscribed to the channel, all you got to do is hit that button to give us a like. Also, remember to hit the notification bell for when we go live. You get to see all the shows. So, Omondi, when you're ready, please.
Yeah, big up everyone watching the show. Big up Bath Time with Vaughan. Big up Emily.
Big up, welcome.
Welcome to the channel, girl. You had some Spurs fan. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was Mr. K. Mr. K in the building. That's what you missed, Solo. Mr. K. Friday night with Mr. B. Mr. K was on there. Real good chat about the top 4 race, and he was representing Spurs. What surprise, unqualified manager doesn't know how to get the greatest goal scorer in the world. So we're saying here that an unqualified manager doesn't know how to use the greatest goal scorer in the world. Talking about unqualified, he's talking about Ralph, I imagine. Box is in the house. How you doing, Box?
We got Box.
Box says Ronaldo is losing headers. Jules looks very tentative. This is his observation. Ronaldo misses an early chance. It seems to affect him now. Okay. It's interesting. Andy Herbert's in the house as well. Big up. Hope you had a great holiday. Ronaldo from Box again. Ronaldo has 20 years at top level on the clock. It's bound to affect him. So I think there is a decline. Matthew Bassett's in the house. He says Ronaldo's bad form is a product of how poorly the team is playing and not playing to his strengths as a forward. I agree with that. I think that's good. When we're talking about stats about pressing,
34 million.
Jobs is at the top. It was 34 mil. How do we miss out on him? Says Box. Rebels in the house. 2 players. Got 2 players. And where can we afford to lose a position? Don't know. Sorry, Rebel. Eddie.
Talk about 2 up front. He's talking about 2 up front.
Okay.
Talk about 2 up front.
We're talking about Charlie in the reserves or the youth team. He's banging goals. Eddie Waffle says, big up to you guys. In my opinion, in Eddie's opinion, Ronaldo was the wrong signing for the team. That had a low chemistry. DOF would have had foresight. Director of football would have had foresight for this. He's too old. Let's go. A lot of chatting here. Here we go. To respond to that, Bath Time said, "There's no way we could ever turn down Ronaldo coming home. His financial legacy at United will be worth billions."
Yeah, it's true. Because look what happened when he signed. The Glazers took out 120 million straight away from the club.
Big up Cosman. He says, "I love this channel. We love you
Cosman,
too."
Just to let you know, Cosman, at the moment we're having technical issues with YouTube, so that's why we can't see who is actually is a member and everything like that. We know you are a member, but there's issues. There's issues trying to resolve it.
Ronaldo looks different under Ralph than under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Rebel says that I'm having a mare, mate. What did I say? Cosmo says super. All right, we just said that.
Yeah.
But we'll be back.
Big up for that. Appreciate it.
So just coming now to Matthew Bassett. Here's a good one. One big problem is there's no cohesion between the squad. It's like they don't know the other player's game. That's a good shout. Oh, sorry, Stephen Fletcher is in the house. Here's a good one. He says, "Sorry, Omondi, but at least Ollie got goals and got us to the top 3 two seasons running. Can't change history based on one season this season alone." That's a good shout by Steve. And another one from Steve. They only bought Ronnie for the Insta members. Shirt sales don't go to the club. We paid a static 70 million per season. And
this is a good one as well. I'm on the quick one. This
go
one
ahead.
from
Bath Time says, what United are doing under Ralph is high volume, low probability shots, more pep-like patterns of play would mean more goals. That's very good. I like that.
new person in the
Yeah,
building as well.
That's
New
what we were
person
talking
in the
about
building.
earlier.
Mr.
Big
Patel
up.
says Man United are overrated. The league
Probably a
doesn't
Liverpool
lie.
fan.
does it?
We'll be a Liverpool fan.
Well, the league doesn't lie, and
Yeah.
wherever we end up is going to be where we belong. Ocean Gomez says he has to agree,
up-
maybe with
big up
someone.
Ocean.
And 4-3-3 seems to look more dangerous. To be fair for us, okay.
See, and
Big up
that's
everyone
what
in the
we were
chat.
saying.
We've got
Oh, Pat
in
Lawless,
the
the
big
building.
up,
player.
man.
Big up Pat. Big up
Big up
Pat in the
Pat.
building.
Big up everybody.
Was
But that's the thing, you know,
Pat,
you break it down.
I love
Look,
it. Pat. Listen, Pat, I would bring him back too, mate.
Imagine Cantona pressing now.
it's
Yeah.
it's a simple. I mean, look, with the football, you know that if you. Oh, hold on, big echo going on there. Who's that? That's Solo, is it?
Nothing to do with me.
You know, if you give a team enough time to get back and reshape and sort of block you out, it's going to be a long game. Simple as that. But when you look at teams that can actually, you know, do what we were talking about earlier on in terms of overwhelming a team, getting in behind, creating really good opportunities, and also the fact that what somebody just mentioned there, I can't remember who mentioned it, the chemistry, it might have been Eddie. You know, the lack of understanding between players about if I'm going to pass, are you going to go? Or if I go, are you going to pass? We are missing a lot of that as well, because if you look at a lot of the games, you can, when we've been talking about looking back and analysing and going, wait a minute, look at this position that the team are in right now. Look at that pass that is on. Look at that pass that's on. But what do? It goes sideways or it goes backwards. There's no, you've got to take risks in football and be brave, you know, and actually, you know, give it some. And we're just not
the
doing
best
it.
team in the country to pass backwards, sideways. They build like that and they keep possession.
I know, but for
we
us,
go backwards.
it just
we go backwards.
we just
Because we haven't got
I
the
don't
quality.
know.
The players on the ball don't have the quality. They can't pick up passes like. So
Well,
you're talking about Fred
no,
and McTominay in
yeah, I
midfield.
know, yeah.
They might be
That's
passing
granted.
backwards, but they haven't got the ability to make progressive passes.
But
Bruno's got the ability to make progressive passes, but then people say, "Oh, look how many times he gives the ball away."
Okay,
when he's trying to make
I'm
something
on
happen.
Monday now. On Saturday, if you watch the game on bits I watch, you did the watch along. Mr. B, I don't know how much of the game you saw, but how many times did Bruno Fernandes gave the ball away against Watford? It was unbelievable.
But what I'm going to say,
You can't blame him
alone.
alone. You can't blame him as the only person. But the
Do
amount
you
of
want
time.
Fred to be playing those passes? Creative passes?
No. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to say on Monday. Everyone is quick enough to have a go at Scott and Fred. Yeah.
Hold on.
What I'm trying to say, you got a player like Bruno Fernandes who gives the ball away so many times, and then he may pop up with a worldie to get the goal. But what I'm trying to get at,
you're disrespecting Bruno, you know.
no, I'm
Hold
not
on.
disrespecting him. I'm saying he gave the ball away so many times and thingy. Yeah.
Come on, talk, jump in now.
Where he gives the
Shut
ball
him up.
away, it's like, yeah, okay, he gives the ball away, but in more advanced positions. If he gives away,
Well, if you give the ball away in more
One
advanced
sec.
position, how are we going to score goals?
One sec. If he gives the ball away 15 times, but then makes one pass that results in a goal, which is a quality pass, he's done his job.
Okay.
I don't care how many
but
times he gives
this
the
is
ball
what I'm
away.
trying to say, though.
It's about
This
his
is what I'm trying to
positioning on the
say.
pitch and the quality.
This is what I'm trying to say, though. People are quick enough to say Scott and Fred how terrible players they are. Yeah. Again,
but they don't play in Bruno's position.
they don't
That's
play
the
in Bruno's
problem.
position. Okay, they don't. But at the same time, what I'm trying to get at is he gives the ball away, but no one sort of critique him for giving the ball away. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Look how much assists he has, though. How much? If you look at Bruno consistently, when he's been at Man United, he's been in what, top 3, top 4, top 5 goal created chances in Europe. He's not doing that, passing the ball backwards and sideways. He has to.
Yeah, but
the manager. Go on.
Yeah, my thing is this: you're talking about I don't know what you just said there, Solo. You're saying that McTominay and Fred. Let's get it right. McTominay and Fred don't have the ability of Pogba and Bruno for passing and technique and that sort of thing. So even when Bruno drops deep, look how many passes he made, dropping deep, playing deeper to create goals. And I'd rather him give the ball away, try to make progressive passes, and be our creative player than I want to see. Then I'm watching
So Mike Bassett might be watching.
Mike,
so
McTominay and Fred. I think sometimes you have to pigeonhole players. You have to with Fred and McTominay. You say to them, "Do not play progressive passes because you're not in your locker, bruv." That's what I'd be saying. If I was manager, I'd say to him, "That's not for your game. Until you improve, stop that. Don't try and do that because we're going to give the ball away." And like you said, because Bruno might be a bit further ahead, it's okay. He's got the insurance of having players behind him. But Fred, if he gives the ball away like he did, who was it we played against? Atletico Madrid the other day. He was playing as a 6. All right. And every time he got the ball, he got rushed and pinched and he giving the ball away in those sort of areas. Matic comes on, and Matic, there's a difference here. Matic comes on and doesn't give the ball away and can play passes because he's a Rolls Royce on the ball and he can just glide around the pitch, pop, and give pass the ball. McTominay and Fred, when it comes to higher level, they can't do that. So it's right playing like Mr. B's. Oh my God, it makes me laugh when he said rugby games against Burnley, against Leeds. Then they come into their own, because they run, lean on guys, tackle, that sort of thing, slide tackles. But we're talking about quality here, and we're in the Champions League. So going back to improving the team, I know it's about Ronaldo, but players like Matic are easily much better on the ball, technique, than Fred and McTominay. And Bruno, Matic, Pogba, these are the sort of players who are going to have a lot more quality and add quality to the team, regardless of it. So we're talking about Ronaldo being old, but everyone's having to go at Matic saying he's finished. It just doesn't make sense to me, there's no cohesion in the Man United team at the moment. There's no cohesion with the fans as well, because we're making arguments about things that we don't all agree on. I just find it really frustrating sometimes. You just want to.
1 second. Big up, Richard Herbert. This is the man himself, Anthony's brother. Big up.
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah. We met the other day.
Big
While
up,
you were away, we
well.
met.
Oh, you met while you were there. Big up as well. Let's go now. Someone's brother is in the building.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Liverpool.
Congratulations.
Well, here we go.
Absolute disappointed they won. Yep, absolute disappointed they won that. Ugh. What's this? Bruno has no comment.
I can't.
No comment. Guys, listen. It's been fantastic. We are going to leave it there for the night. If you are watching, any last word? Actually, let's do it this way.
Yeah.
Any last words?
I want to summarize.
Summarize. Any last words? Any last words?
Ronaldo's a great player. He scores goals. Let's feed him. All right, look, guys, it's March tomorrow. March madness begins. We got tough games. And we will be praying for Ronaldo to score goals. All that beautiful graph that TALKMU put up earlier. Let's hope he gets more yellows on there and starts finishing his dinner. And let's hope that we start playing better, because we've had weeks and weeks and weeks to improve. Now's the time to sort of demonstrate what we've been doing in our training and everything else. Forget the past. Let's focus on these games coming up. Start with Man City. It's a must-win game. Even if we get a point, that's a good result. And as for Ronaldo, I'm happy with him. We've got to stick with what we've got. It's a team. We've got to be united as a team and as fan base as well. This is what we got. Who we got? We don't have anyone else yet. Let's not talk about who we might get in next year. We got Ronaldo. Let's try and utilize him to the best of his ability. If he wants service, if he asks, "Oh, I want this sort of ball, I want this sort of delivery into the box," whatever, then feed him, man. And trust me, I hope we're celebrating in the 4 or 5 games we've got over the next month or so. They are massive and much bigger than Middlesbrough, not much bigger than Leeds, much bigger than Burnley and all these other games on Brighton that we've had over the last few weeks. Let's do it when it really matters. And that's what Ronaldo's about. So step up.
Yes.
Okay, before we go to the comments on Monday, I'm going to bullet point all the comments from where I've pointed them out all the way down the bottom. Mr. B, anything from you?
I just heard of Monday's Margaret Thatcher speech there, and I have.
It is a Margaret Thatcher speech.
Yeah, I have nothing to rival anything that he said. I pointed out some points about Ronaldo. I love Ronaldo to bits. I'm glad he came to our club. I just wish he would score more chances, convert more of his chances, then we wouldn't be in this situation. We wouldn't even be having this whole show.
And talk. 12 in the chat, guys.
Yeah.
30 likes. Can we hit the like button? If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, please.
I just want to say, listen, simple as this. Without Ronaldo and Bruno in our team, We are absolutely FUCKED. So both of them are quality. Both of them are class. We have lost our way a little bit, but Ralph is slowly bringing it back around, and we are not losing. That's the key to this for me. We're not losing, and I'm with OMONDI. This March now coming up, we're going to kick ass. Come on, United.
That's right.
Let's have it. Especially
God.
over the road noisy neighbours, man. The lottery money is running out. I see them now driving Fiats and Renaults.
Fiat Punto.
Yeah.
Listen, what I've got to say is, as what Box said, if we had 11 Fred after scoring that screamer against Leeds United, I think we'll win the league. No, on a serious.
Fred,
So, no, I think Ronaldo is still world class for me, in my opinion. He's still got what it takes. I'm not sure if the system fits him well enough for him to be. Huh?
Sitting on the fence.
Yeah,
don't sit on that fence. I don't want.
Listen,
I want you come down on the side. All I'm asking you for once is come down on the side before we leave. Just come down on a side, please.
Where's my tweezers?
Where's the tweezers?
No. There's vandal grease on it anyway. So
yeah, there is grease on it, so it might slip.
You're gonna fall off,
so I've got to sit on the side. Now, guys, really and truly, for me, it's a team, it's a collective, it's every single players. We don't just have about Ronaldo, it's the whole team. But when it comes to form, class is permanent, but form is temporary. And at the moment, for me, Ronaldo isn't in form. I don't think we should be playing Ronaldo right now. Take him out the limelight for a little bit and play someone else up front. That's me.
Woo, we're gonna play.
You say that the last
Rashford, man. I said we play Rashford up top. That's all we can play.
You don't say that now and in the show.
Yeah, I can.
You say that from the start.
You got to read some comments. You got to read some comments.
You.
No. You don't need to argue with me. We're going to read some comments. Would you mind starting from this one on Monday? We're going.
So Steve Fletcher said too much division across the board. Where are we? Okay. Oh, you click them. I'll read them out. Richard Herbert, Anthony's brother, says we need to get back to basics first. I think the team is not good enough all over the park. Shame to say this, but the balance ain't right across the park. Needs to be addressed with a decent coach or manager.
So what you say that
he's being bollocks and a liability in. Oh, sorry, for talking about me being bollocks in February. He's been talking about Bruno, isn't he?
Bruno, yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'd love to have a discussion about that. I want to know what you mean by that, where he's being bollocks.
We'll do the
now,
next show on Bruno.
Half time, he's usually so articulate. He's saying, he's been SHIT. He just been bollocks. Like, he just come out the pub, hasn't he, half time? He's been abusive. What's next? So Steve Fletcher, the man of reason, he says we need a talisman, a leader. Box is saying we'd feed the goat, he will score. Exactly. He will do it.
Feed Fred.
Instead of Bruno, he wants Mata at the moment, says Bath Time and Vaughan. We need to be patient. It's getting better. Yeah, Pat Lawless, man of reason again.
How long?
Stick Mata's football brain in Aaron Wan-Bissaka's potty, and we'll have ourselves a quality DM. That's a good one. Box says Ronaldo saving his goals for March Madness, which is about to begin, guys. We need you all behind us. We might all get booked. Says Steve Fletcher. We're going to get... Oh, no, I'm not going to read this out. Those words will not come out of my mouth. We were not going to get smashed. Talk, man.
We're going to win 1-0, aren't we? We're going to win 1-0 and control the game.
Yeah, 1-0 control the game and see out. Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going to go to the Emirates and beat them 3-0 like we beat them 3-2 at the Old Trafford, because they are getting overexcited at the moment, these Arsenal fans, thinking they're going to get top 4. Yeah. Come on, guys, we can do it. They've got tough run as well.
They got 3 birds in the bush that they can't see yet, and they think that counts when it's done. Games in hand mean nothing.
Yeah.
So, and
guys, their games at Liverpool as well, so we'll see what happens.
We've gone over a little bit more than what we should have. But guys, listen, if you're watching, please like, please share, please subscribe. And also remember to hit that notification bell as well to get you the reminder that we are going live. Also, don't forget, as from this week, the watch along, you can actually get involved in the score prediction. Talk will be putting a confirmation of some graphic out for you guys then to message us on WhatsApp, so we can get a score prediction off you to get you guys all involved in the channel as well. Also, guys, everyone who are members at the moment within the channel, we are having difficulty with YouTube at the moment, so we are trying to fix it. It's in process of, fingers crossed, by tomorrow or by the end of the week, some point, we're hoping we can be back up and running. So, as always, we've got TalkMU.
Thank you.
Where can you find your talk? We know where we find you. Mr. B.
Always there.
And OMONDI. And guys, just keep an eye out for the show, and remember to also look out for the notification as well by just hitting it. And we really appreciate all the support as always. And just hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Eddie, big up.
I'm with Eddie.
Yep, with Eddie. Matthew, always appreciate it. And bath time, as always, we know you're always in the house.
Big up bath time.
And
Av. Yes, Av.
Big up. All the way from Germany. Big up.
Big up, big up. And Fletcher,
yes, Stephen.
big up. And
Mr.
Rebel,
Fletch.
the troublemaker.
Come on, we're gonna say bye to everybody. We're gonna be here like the Waltons, man. Come on, end the show.
We got Pat. We got Pat as well. Thank you
Viva
so much.
Ronaldo!
Viva Ronaldo!
Come on!
Viva Ronaldo! All right, guys, from
you.
us here at the Mania Agenda, we'll be back. Thank you all for watching.
Ciao.